Question.
Let's hear your question, bro.
Do you really believe that you don't owe your family anything?
Do you believe you owe your family anything?
The question is to you.
No, I'm also asking. You can't ask me a question you can't answer yourself, bro.
I'm asking because you are the one who said this. So I know a lot of people were asking. But I don't owe my family anything.
Yeah.
Maybe clarify. Because
I have a stance. Our controversy, go do every now and then. But anyways, I don't believe I owe them per se, but I do love my family, and I will do my best, and whatever is in my capacity actually, to provide and help them when need be, and where from a position I can help from. That's what I believe. But anyways, check this out.
Yes.
What's Gucci? What's Fendi? What's popping? Brand new whip. Just rubbed in. Nah, mean. Yeah, you skipped the line. I've been. Do it. I think you know it better. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yo, what's Gucci? What's Fendi? What's popping? Brand new whip. Then you go, nah, fam. I just hopped in.
Anyways, we are the Sicology podcast based in Gweru. We're nothing but the best.
Yes.
At the current moment, we saw Team Harare, Team Gweru, Team Blawayo. Like, we can do this better.
Exactly.
Why not start now?
Exactly.
Then we started. So yeah, Psycho, take the stage. Introduce us.
So in Inanasi, just a disclaimer. My tooth is kind of messed. Yeah.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You were drinking.
I don't.
Bottle open.
Bruh, I was watching on statuses. Shout out Japraiser, man. Apparently it was good. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard the place was on fire.
And I don't go to concerts, so I just watch from a distance. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the CEO today. Gift.
The man of many names.
The man who owns this establishment. Look at him, Illuminate Multimedia. This is the guy. The guy who doesn't owe his family anything, but he's making money.
Nancy brown jacket guy.
The brown jacket
it's
guy.
Like an cheese.
We need to deal with that go. But welcome.
Okay.
So this was actually CEO's suggestion, Kuti. You know what? We need to at least sort of like reintroduce the podcast, yeah? Because we've been dropping episodes, and also review some of the episodes that we've dropped.
Exactly.
It was starting with this, the one that but before we get there, I think I need to explain something to a lot of people, because a lot of people got the other day, this chick, but it's not her alone, there's been a couple. So your podcast is a dating podcast. No. It's not. It's not. I want you to understand something. It's just those niggas pizza, so to speak.
Okay.
At the current moment. That's why you find good. I won't lie. The past episodes, a lot of dating has been there. But another thing I've seen is there's other topics. I remember when we did the mental health one, and we were talking about people.
Shout out to Dr. Shepard, right?
Dr. Taku.
Dr. Taku
and the muffins. Mufaro, yes.
Yes.
No. It was Stella. That was
that was Stella.
It's just that they're all medical students.
Oh,
the week before.
That's the mix-up. Anyway,
the week before it was on health, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken. So there's been topics. I don't know even if you look at my channel. I'm giving you a task. Go look at my channel from the first video I dropped. I've done mental health. I've done money. I've even done an episode about art. Do you know that? An actual artist. Like that's. So it's not a dating podcast. It just so happens. And I know you people will be more engaged with that one. But that being said, how do I put this? The Sicology podcast is like a network. Take Sicology podcast like DSTV.
Damn, that's a deep analogy. But anyways, I'm listening.
DSTV doesn't just have SABC or Supersport or whatever.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network. In my channels, akawanda. It
Exactly.
just so happens right now, like chilling with the boys. Let me give you a background. I actually made that just as a thing where we're just chilling. We're chilling with people talking about guns that we usually talk about, like we usually do. You know? And then I've done so many, man. Uncomfortable conversations, mental health series, all that stuff. So in the psychology umbrella, there's different shows you get. But in personal, I do podcasting because I want to learn something from people.
Personal psychology.
Exactly.
Personal therapy. It's more for you and to learn from different perspectives.
If we get someone like someone like a CEO Arkuya, and I'm like, all right, for free. That's basically the one, right? So I think to sum it up, it's dating. It's okay. Total relationships, dating, one and the same thing. I'll put money. I'm still yet to. The reason why money, it's a delicate one for me.
Okay.
Because I want someone who knows what they're saying.
Okay.
But money, just anything to do with money, life in general, growth, life in general, and just becoming a better individual. That's what's under the psychology umbrella. So for that, you're going to see the next episode. So that you show because people think I don't have range. The next 5 episodes, except for maybe that pastor that might come.
So basically what we're saying is the Psychology podcast is about all the alleys. What do I mean all the alleys? We cater for you spiritually.
Yes.
We talk about your spiritual wellness.
Yes.
Physically, your physical health. You need to go to the gym. You need to exercise. You need to take care of your health. Financially, how to make it in our crazy economy where fuel is $2.
17. $2
Financially, you need to cater for yourself financially. So we find better ways and find information. Relationship, there's no, I don't know the way how you describe.
Relationship.
Exactly.
Because there's family there.
Yes, so as a broad bracket, relationships, not just dating relationships, but how you relate to your friends, to your family, in your society, how people see you, how to draw boundaries, etc., etc. So that's why we basically cater for. So basically on the Psychology podcast, because sa CEO ndine Zungu and Zungu runodiwa, I made myself a co-host and I just hopped on the boat. So that's how we're here today, and he's gonna narrate a little bit more on how we came up to this, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, because how did we come up? Oh, shout out Pastor Theo is in the background, just rocked up. Tafara kuonai. Oh wow, he brought goodies. Anyways,
jollof rice.
So how did we come up? How do I know you? Oh, from church.
Yes.
That's how we know each other.
I'm glad you didn't meet me at work, because that would be bad. This guy's a pharmacist, so if I met him at work, I was gonna be mad.
So we met at church, and Gift he's always been doing your graphic media.
Yeah, I used to design the youth posters for our church, etc., share ideas and all.
And then you were blessed enough to then get a new place to rent out your own spot.
Exactly.
I've just fast forwarded the Nyaya. And then CEO had I'm king. Mongona Dombo, where Moto Shutaji. To push the grind. And to be honest, it's been going well.
It's been good.
I always say, he says, don't thank me every episode, because imagine after 100 episodes.
How many thanks are those?
How many thanks are those?
But like, basically, personally, I've always been a person who loves to give back. And
even though he doesn't owe his family anything.
Exactly. And when I got an opportunity, I was like, okay, we can use the place for business. But then Sundays, basically, the place is closed because
exactly
we try to keep the Sabbath day holy. Emphasis on try. Yeah. But I was like, you know what? We can use this place for something. And mental health and the youth per se is something we are really passionate about.
Exactly.
And then that's how we came about. Let's host, let's share, let's talk about all the topics, all the crazy stuff, and it's been good. I love this. Like you said, free therapy. You'll be just listening and saying,
like that other episode. Okay, we will talk about Winnie and
anyways,
okay,
the stage is all yours.
All right. Anyways, okay, let's get. So now I wanna just review the past episodes.
Okay.
We start with the one. What better way to start with the one you were in? Hanzichi, the black tax episode. And we were talking about dating house building and the black tax episode. Okay, what were your thoughts generally as the one that was in the hot seat?
Basically, I think I made myself loud and clear. The black tax issue was more of build yourself first. Exactly. Get to a point where you are in a better position. Then when you're in a better position, you pull everybody up with you. That was my entire opinion, rounded up in a nutshell. Work on you, then after working on you, come back for the team
and
pull
then
them up.
You pull them up.
Exactly.
You know what I saw? A lot of people misunderstood you, but a lot of people what I saw, they just watch clips and then they don't go and watch.
But I don't blame them. You know why? I was wearing a suit now, and you know people with suits, people are like, he's lying to everyone. But anyways, today I'm in my caps, in my shorts, so maybe I'll get a better response. You know.
Because do you know the number of people even till now? I think I sent you a message. This other girl was like, how can he say that? What does he mean? He doesn't owe his family anything. So does he? What? I'm like, no, man. If you watch, right? From what I got, you're saying no. You can't help someone if you
also need help.
If you also need help, and you can only help to the certain extent because you within your own means.
Capacity, yes.
I won't even help.
But you know the good thing about podcasts and being sort of a growing public figure.
Yeah.
You get time to work with me individual.
Exactly.
You get time to spend with me. I'm an open person. You can come by the shop. We spend time. Then you actually make a judgment on that because actions always speak louder than words. You can ask my friends. He is a personal friend. You can ask Pastor Theo. You can ask majority of the people who've been on the podcast. And they'll tell you what type of person I am in reality in life. You'd be surprised. So yeah, I think that's a straightforward answer.
That's true. That's true, and I like that because I keep saying to people, if you spend time with Gift is always trying to help, like genuine, like, and he doesn't. You know what? He doesn't even need to be doing something like. Especially like for me with the podcast, like, I got Toro, I got Push,
and we've been pushing.
Oh, and I told you I was called on the radio. Shout out Reason, they called me on the radio the other day. He's like, we see what you're doing the pod. I'm like, yo, this is proper. It's like even the setup, everything, like everything just aligns.
Yeah.
So, episode there was a lot of. I saw a lot of people have a lot of problems at home. And they have a lot of things that they still need to work on with their family.
We all do. You never. There's no point you ever fully work on yourself and say I'm done. So
I realized the topic about family is a big one. That one needs like 2 hours. In fact, it needs like 20 episodes because it gets into different facets. Yeah.
So you know what we say? Keep watching the Sicology podcast and you get the solutions to those family problems, etc., etc.
You get them. Don't worry. Soon enough. And the guess what? Anyways. So but black tax, I think that's about it because you're the main highlight. And then our guest
main actor.
Hansi, a brown jacket guy.
Nah, she's a close friend.
But she's cool.
Love. It's all love.
These people we're fab. We're fab. Shout out Audrey. I think we need a part 2 with them. Then the next one, 18 versus 25. That's the one with Star and Sia.
Star, the head of the family, and the neck. I personally want your opinion on that because you've been in a relationship, a serious one. So
let me tell you.
Tell me how it goes.
Relationships are not as straightforward and as blunt as we may have said. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not that.
Because even the woman, right? I see, my aunt once told me relationships are an art. Antika, You can't. If I go and go sabuku deals with that woman, say I'm the head. Oh, Gigi, you feel controlled. You get. So
Yeah.
there's a way you kind of have to communicate it.
In Shona Nanzu no Roma Chifuri right?
So, shout out him. What I saw, even in that episode, shout out Star. You know, she's very mature for her age.
Yeah.
But she still has a lot of. Hopefully, she's not hurt, man, or anything like
No,
that.
she handled it well.
You know, as life goes on, because what I'm seeing is when you're 18 and when you're maybe older, things start changing. So what
Okay.
you think when you're 18, things start changing, and you start realizing, people as well. Like, forget dating, just general life. You start realizing, the people I used to look up to or whatever.
Yeah, you learn a lot. I think I've been there. But what about Mr. Heritage himself? The
man.
one and only. He's in Harare right now.
Yeah, shout out.
I hope you're representing us. Psychology podcast
Yes.
all the way. In
But
Harare.
he is. He keeps posting.
Uh-huh.
Head of house.
Varikutungamira nyika.
Head of house. Vari murudo.
Yes.
But rudo rao. Arikanisapinda imo. But I think the head of house. I mean, he had a point. Kuti. Ideally, if everyone knows their role, it's fine. Like, if everyone knows what their role is, it's fine. But you need to be equally yoked, so to speak. As in the woman has to respect you at the same time. You have to...
Not take advantage of that respect.
Because even biblically, we talk about, love your woman as Christ loved the church. And Christ didn't love the church in like a toxic way or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I kind of think it was toxic though. Sorry, Pastor. In what way? Let me explain myself before I start another controversy. In the way of we are always sinning, but regardless, he loves us the same way. He is always faithful to us. So I think it's kind of toxic on his side because we are always messing up. But we can always know that we can go back to our Father. Am I right, Pastor?
Pastor,
I get a green flag?
And it's
Don't worry.
toxic. The word toxic. It's like mdara. Is it toxic for him to keep letting us in? Can mdara? No, I'm forgiving you. How's that toxic?
But this is the last time I want to eat again.
This is toxic.
This is toxic.
But we are. Hey,
let's move on, bro.
But yeah, in terms
Pastor will kick me in the face.
in terms of that one, it was very interesting. For those that haven't watched, you should watch these episodes. Because there was a lot. Then there was Precious to move. This one, Pastor. Don't date a beast.
And I think this one now, it jumps to the next segment of which was the most controversial take. I thought brown jacket guy was controversial. Then I met Pastor there. I was like,
but pare competition.
Pare competition.
Papa, we're looking for wild animals.
Compared to, I don't owe my family anything. Guys,
but no.
The comment section, guys.
Tell us
which one was
worse.
Which one was the worst?
Saying I don't owe my family anything, right? Or don't date a beast, date a woman. Which one is worse? You guys will decide in the comments. Because, but what did you think about that one?
Which one? The beast?
About our lovely Pastor Theo.
No comment.
Do you believe?
Are
there too many? I solely agree. Do not date a beast. Do not, because the problem is a lot of guys try and look for a woman who's a beast, who's wildly, who doesn't know how to tame herself, and then go for like why you. But also as a guy, if you choose to be in that situation, you're at fault. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Why are you choosing to be with a woman that you know is not good for you? Why don't you have any ground? Have some oomph, have some hair as a man. So, tell us which one is the worst statement. Get in the next one. Oh, there was a Valentine's episode. You weren't there for the Valentine's
and
episode.
couldn't host that day. I don't know what was that.
No, you
What
had.
was that?
CEO got busy. It was a Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday,
okay.
CEO got busy.
Yeah.
Eh, but
Thank you
sa-
guys for the orders. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate the love.
Yeah, see, Valentine's, that was Tappy and Tinashe. That's his alias. Not the name that we know.
Okay.
Tinashe.
Okay.
You know who Tinashe is.
How was it? I heard that something about socks and stuff. And
Oh yeah, Daneta nekutingura masocks
stuff.
baba.
Books.
Do you think when it comes to this dating thing like Valentine's, do you think guys or girls really care about gifting guys as much?
Well, that's I have a lot of opinions on this, and I don't have a definite opinion yet. Why do I say I think it's more or based on who are you dating, because I've dated ladies who genuinely give gifts, and you'd be surprised they give it to the fullest of their capacity. Then I've dated ladies who just believe in receiving. So I don't
Those
think
are the
I
ones,
have.
the dividers. First, I was talking
Oh,
about
the beast.
that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, sorry. Sometimes I get too blunt. I don't know where I get it from. Forgive me. I think I'm gonna kill this guy with laughing today. Anyways, forgive
Yeah,
me.
But yeah, no, I agree. You need to know and be able to vet the type of woman.
Okay.
You know. What's the next one? Why we avoid doctors? That's the one with Mufaro and Dr.
Taku.
Yes, that's the one.
The one I think I spoke in the background, right, on that episode.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where we avoid doctors. I remember Muffins. I remember her saying, "Kuti, you know, a lot of people are not taking being doctors seriously, right?" Wait, let me fix my mic here. But yeah, I remember her saying, "Kuti, a lot of people, especially young people, especially men, my doctors are TD." And I remember you said, "Kuti, because we're trying to hustle." So, what was your thoughts on that episode?
Okay, we're talking about health, especially on the men's side, where men avoid doctors.
Yes,
And
yes.
my personal opinion was men basically have a lot on their table, so we'd rather ignore our health. But also with time, and as I also thought on it, there's also the issue of how people are treated at the hospital. Manesi nema doctor ndokumbiro mbunzo ngaite mishoma. Ngaite a little less personal. Just ask what the problem is and give me the solution.
But the argument, they need to know everything so that they get to the point.
Mungobvunza zvakanaka.
Oh.
Find a better or politer way to deliver your question. That way I don't feel interrogated. I don't know if that's the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what type of crime you've committed. Yeah. So if you find a better way to communicate to us, that shyness leaves you. You can go and communicate. Feel, this is my problem. I did ABCD. Help me in ABCD. Then we move forward. I get my health checked. You get your pay, whatever. Everyone lives happy.
And I have an issue besides that one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of nurses, especially, they're just rude, man. Like, I don't know if you've experienced,
But
very rude, like genuinely.
I wouldn't say rude. Like today's word was about character at church.
Yeah.
I don't blame them per se. I blame the shifts.
Oh, is it because?
Isn't 8 hours, right? It's more than 8, bro.
Someone
is exhausted
maybe,
majority of the time. So you come there being silly.
No, but
obviously.
you had a job. Personally, this is my thing. If you're a nurse and you're watching this, please, guys, you don't know what this person has been through maybe the whole day. I actually once had an experience like that. And then they're speaking to you, they're acting like they get so numb. I get, okay, they've had a shift, but gosh, man, you chose the job. You chose it. So what?
Maybe the best solution is the client and the service provider. Let's both put ourselves in a position where we respect each other.
Exactly.
As the service provider, try to give your client an experience that is enjoyable or that makes that client feel open and free. And as the client, have reasonable demands. Learn to talk politely. Yes, you're paying me, but give me the respect that is that is due. And I think we will both work towards a better customer client
relationship.
Exactly.
I like that. That's a good conclusion.
Yeah, I'm a
So
very
let's
wise
just,
man.
in other words, let's just treat each other wow.
Exactly.
Genuinely. Then the next one. Young area mental health. That was Stella. Shout out Stella and Pastor. He was in that episode. Yes. So what did you think about the mental health?
Refresh my memory. My apologies.
You see, this is what I shows. People don't care about mental health. So basically, I remember Stella was saying, Kuti, it's always good to take your time to get to basically know yourself. And I remember Theo, I think he was also saying that there's these 5 things. Was it 4 or 5? I forgot. The identifying whether you have a problem, sync with it, and then get to, in other words, don't just allow yourself to get in a loop mentally.
Okay.
And also, dating, sometimes you don't need to date if you know you've got mental health issues.
Shout out to African Echo. They also mentioned the same thing.
Oh, yes. And the last but not least, so, do you think we're gonna get anywhere near the mental health to begin with? As a Zimbabwe,
we are definitely making progress. First progress above all the progresses, we have the Sicology podcast.
Oh, exactly.
I think by now, if you don't get the idea, if you don't get the message, you need help. But yeah, that's the first stage. Talking about it, finding people you trust, accepting that you actually do have a problem.
Oh, yes.
Then finding or navigating a way around it. So I think we're headed in the right trajectory.
Let me tell you, I just think people don't, as much as we do, people don't care. People look at you like you're weak, man, when you talk about mental health. That's what I've realized. I want it to be good because I think mental health more than they are willing to accept. From a family perspective, from job perspective, from relationship, whatever it is. But of course, like you said, as long as you keep watching this podcast, you get the necessary thing. So information. So the guy to the get going out how far. Then last but not least, I was eager so far. Okay, we're gonna talk about which ones, but yeah. Okay, start. You can start with the one preparing for marriage with the African Echo.
African Echo.
How did you find that episode?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you, African Echo. We enjoyed hosting you. The vibes were on point. You really touched a great audience, and we hope to have you back here again.
Yes.
Well, preparing for marriage. Guys, because I'm in competition with this guy, so I will not put you on game. Go and watch the episode and find out on yourself and implement it. Exactly. So forgive me, but I'm not putting anyone on game.
Oh no, you're not putting anyone on game.
No.
What I would say is definitely, please, you need to watch that episode. Especially if you're someone who's serious about Nyadze Kudagrora. And also, if you need a mentor and stuff like that, George and Patience. If for the gents, you can go to George. For the ladies, Patience. I'm sure you can go far. But I really loved how professional they were. Remember, they were communicating with, I know we're coming, chi. They really wanted to, engage. And we even had a therapy session afterwards,
No, we are good. We don't need therapy.
Oh yeah, we don't need that.
We are mainly men.
We are men. What are you therapy for who?
Ooh. But who needs a helmet?
Yeah. But I know it was honestly it was eye opening for me, and yeah, and then leads us into our next section. Kuti, which was the best episode for me so far? It's that one.
African Echo.
The African Echo one for me. Why? Man, I don't understand how much it opened my eyes. And we didn't even get into other deeper things. Because we're going to go into... Remember when we were now taking them doctor
We're bringing them back for Aurora topic. Don't worry.
I know that we're gonna
Stay
do like
tuned.
part 3, 4, so many.
Okay,
So
okay.
for me, that was the best episode. Which one was your best episode?
At the moment, I haven't found someone who've invited that has challenged me to the capacity I want to be challenged.
Hey!
So I'm waiting for the best episode to come. So
Ooh,
if you want to hop on the podcast, DM any of us, and definitely I'll hit you up the next time we have a discussion on which was the best episode.
The man wants to be challenged.
Yeah.
So but I want to put a disclaimer. Apana episode fariri because I appreciate one guest coming through because they take their time.
True.
Two, people for them to even come, it takes a lot. Especially to be on camera. So for me, there's no like worst. But for me, in another worst episode, the one that I don't think people reacted to most, and for reasons I mentioned earlier, is mental health. Because people shun down on mental health.
They downplay it.
They downplay it.
We
especially
act
in
like
Zimbabwe.
it doesn't exist.
I saw even with the views, it's like I don't know, man. People don't care. I'm trying to find a way where you can have the topic and people really pay attention to it, the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, for you, which one did you think was the episode that either didn't do as well or, yeah?
Personally, all the episodes have been special to me, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So a worst, people are gonna think I'm biased, but at the moment I don't have a worst every day. I actually look forward to these discussions, to us sharing topics and also. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I do not have a worst.
Oh, he doesn't
yet.
have. Good media
And
training.
please don't give me a West podcast. Thank you. Full stop.
Media train wa. It's not what I
No, this is a multimedia company. What do you expect?
Right, most controversial take.
Right. I think we
Just said one in comment section. Most controversial take. I think, yeah.
Kombe, a trophy or something.
I think Tuesday, most controversial take from the past episode.
Hey, there are two contestants.
There are two contestants. The Beast and the man, y'all went wilding, bro.
But then there's another controversial one.
Which one?
Some people are not made for marriage.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Oh yes, shout out Patience. Yeah, that's also I saw a lot, especially ladies. Ladies got triggered by that one. What's going on, girls?
No, you pray for your marriage and you get your marriage. Don't worry about it.
So between those three, don't date a beast, date a woman. I don't owe my family anything, and not everyone is meant for marriage. Which one do you think was the most controversial take? I'll leave it to the comment section. Then, do you regret anything? Anything you said? Anything that's been said? Anything that's been done with the podcast?
I have never regretted anything in my entire life. I'm here and I'm the person I am because of every mistake I've made, every lesson I've learned. So I'm good. We regret nothing.
No.
Exactly. I don't know about you.
I know. Because this is part of the journey, dog.
The only thing I regret though is I might regret, definitely I regret that us not doing this sooner.
Exactly. Maybe if you say that, exactly. But as far as the episodes, Munandi, good. What do you still stand? You said so. What do you still stand on?
No, but I made it. I polished it up so people accept it.
At the
Work
beginning.
on you first, then you can help everyone up.
Yeah.
The first one, I don't know who said that one.
Oh. I stand on. You need to watch the podcast. That's what I stand on. So, now closing up.
Okay.
So what's next? What do you think? Mimi CEO, because I never asked you this. What do you think is next for the podcast? What do you think? Where do you think we're going?
Okay. Basically, what we're trying to do as the Sicology podcast is, and trust me, we do not plan, we do not media train this. This is us just talking our open, clear conversation.
Raw and filtered.
Exactly. Our plan, or where we're planning to take this, we're planning to build a platform, especially for Gweru. Exactly. People, Zimbabweans, we just know Gweru is Gweru kuno tonora. But no, we have more to offer than just Gweru kuno tonora.
Exactly.
So we want to give you a platform where you meet everyday people with everyday situations. So you have an opportunity to relate and even have an opportunity to talk to these people in person. So basically, that's where we're going. And like we said, this is not a dating podcast. We talk about everything and anything as long as it has to relate with the society we live in so that we become better people.
Exactly.
So we're going to be talking about everything and anything. So that's my direction. Relationships, spirituality, our physical health, our finances, our fuel.
Fuel.
Everything that's
Fuel.
happening in our society, we will be talking about it because these are topics that affect us as individuals. So that's where we're going. I'm sure the host has more because this is his vision, and I love his vision. I love his vision.
You know, I love what you said because you basically kind of hit the nail everywhere.
I stole all the points.
I always say going last is difficult because now you'd have stolen all the good points. But basically, like what CEO said, this platform, like I said, imagine this is DSTV. It's like DSTV, and it's a network where we're allowing so many conversations that allow people to grow within our society, whether it's financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. So
I think you should put it more in a context they would relate to or understand. When you say DSTV, unengoenda cool. What's that meal we eat? Inenge ine maveji, nyama zvakasangana
Gango. Yes,
exactly.
This is a gango.
Gango podcast.
The gango. Maybe we might change. Okay, no. That's the past time. Marashi.
But anyways, you're saying.
So this is like a gango. It's a masanganiso. Like it has so many a mixed bag, and we want to bring in people, the everyday people, to see. Oh, okay, this is how people are talking. This is the general scope of how people are living. And then sometimes we bring in experts, like how we brought in the couple, the married couple, people that are living
already
in the situation. Then sometimes we're talking to people like yourself and I, where we're still trying to figure it out.
Exactly.
The main premise is I want someone who's watching this, even if it's one person, and I want not just Zimbabweans, people across the world. I always say the reason we even speak in English on this because I imagine someone from India is watching this.
Exactly.
I want them to be able to learn something somehow.
We don't want to be local heroes.
Yeah,
we want to go international. Okay.
So having that platform where someone be like, oh, okay, we can share. So that's why we even say, if you want to come on the podcast and you're not scared to come on camera, DM, hit us up. We are very open to that. And then when we have experts, when we are getting people that actually know what they're doing, we bring them, they teach us a few things. Like I said, free therapy session. So, and the other vision is, remember we were talking about the other day, is one day we do like a live event where people are watching live.
I love
that would be nice, man. But we're getting there slowly. So for me, before we close, the segment we're in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I need to explain?
I'm ready.
Yeah, so this is the segment where we put people on game.
Mm-hmm.
So, in closing, after a review, after explaining whatever our podcast is about, put people on game, man.
Let me put you all on game.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, the biggest lesson I've learned, just start. Just start. When you have $1, when you just have a contact, when you just have people, just start with what you have. There is nothing like perfection. Most of us wait and count on the day when you have everything right so you can make things work. No, don't do that. Just start. So, in whatever I think Nike even said this, but maybe just do it. Exactly. If you think you want to open a business, just do it. Well, who do I know? I know ABC. Do you call that person? Okay. How do I take it from here? I want to make that. You look for information and you just start. If you like the girl, Just go and talk to her. Don't overthink it. I'm not a date. We are not a dating podcast. But just start. Anyways.
It was for example's sake. Because we know you can relate. Exactly.
But Psycho, put them on game.
Let me put y'all on game.
Okay. Put us on game.
Are you ready to be put on game?
I'm ready.
Watch the podcast.
You killed it.
But no, I'm serious. If you want to, grow and whatnot, watch the podcast. We've got interesting guests here. We've got interesting people. And like you said, just start. Don't be afraid to try things. As long as they're legal. Because they need to be
legal.
But don't be afraid to go at it. I don't have a phone. Okay, start with the one that you have.
Should I tell you them what we're shooting on?
Oh, hey.
No. I know what you're trying to say. Just tell them we started and this is what we have.
Yeah.
Tell them what we have.
We've got an iPhone 14 Pro Max. You understand? Shooting in 4K, bro. But in other words, even the community you have. And I started because of my church community. And they're like, he was like, yo, I can use Audrey. Remember, she was like, the first episode we showed with Audrey's phone. If you remember.
Yeah.
We showed, and she even has offered to say, yo, if you want to shoot a podcast in my place, the community will be able to help you more than you think. Pastor here has been there, helps with camera, helps whatever. If we need a guest, remember that episode, the mental health episode, we were supposed to have someone else. But then, something happened. And then Pastor's like, I don't know how I got you.
He also keeps us in line. I'm sure when he's looking at his phone, he's looking at the Bible and saying, Mark, Tanga.
So, watch the podcast. That's the game I'll put you on.
So, I think I'll do a brief introduction of myself. What
Yes.
I do, you do the same. Then we round it up.
Yeah.
So, I'm Gift Kudzwaikavai. You can find me on TikTok at Gift Kudzwaikavai. Same as Instagram. Gift Kudzwaikavai. Follow, like, share, repost. Help me grow. I'm the CEO of Illuminate Multimedia based in Guero. Shop number 26 upstairs. What do I do? I make canvas portraits. I print T-shirts. I print mugs. I brand shops. I do anything that has to do with media. If you need a link, I'm your guy. What else? I'm a man of many talents. I'm a fast learner. If you have a farm, don't worry, just call me. 2 hours, I'll be a master farmer. So I'm a multi-talented guy. I don't know if you have ever heard the sentence, Jack of all trades is the master of none, but better than a master of one.
Woo!
I'm that guy.
Woo!
I'm that nigga. I hope you put that song afterwards. Anyways, so basically that's Gift. If you want to talk anything, if you have questions to ask business or non-business related questions, I'm not an expert, but I can help out. You can find me in town at shop number 26 Bada Center, or you'll put my contact below. So basically,
Exactly.
I'm also the co-host, self-appointed co-host of the Psychology podcast.
Self-appointed.
Because Nine speed and I'm So yeah, it's been a pleasure and I love this. So keep supporting, keep helping the cause, and love you guys. I'm out. The stage is all yours, bro.
As for me, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Tapiwa. That's my government name. But when it comes to media, when it comes to music, I also make music, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. I started by making music. I have a whole album.
What's your name?
My name is Psycho.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Though you are not here, Psycho. No, that's why it's called the Psychology Podcast. SICO is Psycho. Put that in your heads right now. Psycho. Say it with me. Psycho. Yeah. So you find a lot of people, Psycho. That's what I started doing, making music. But now I'm more focused on podcasting. I don't say I retired from making music because I know I can always go back.
Should we expect an album soon?
Not soon, but you always expect one of these days. But I'm a podcaster. I like talking to people. I like interacting with people, sort of like a socialite. So that's why I got into podcasting. And yeah, if you want a space where you can talk, a lot of people these days ask me for advice, and I'm like, yo, they expect so much. But if I can help, I can. But yeah, that's what I do, podcast. Thanks to Illuminate Media, I have a platform to, a place to record the podcast. And yeah, it's called the Psychology Podcast. Again, say with me,
Psychology.
Psycho.
Psychology
So
podcast.
the host name is Psycho. Actually, that's the host name. But sometimes I just let people owning the Psychology Podcast, and yeah, don't do drugs. That's what I always say to people. I think that's about it for me. Continue watching the podcast. Until the next episode, which we won't be talking about dating. Peace.
Psycho.